Hey, good morning, everyone. It's 9 o'clock. I'm just rolling out of bed. I slept good last night. Um, yeah, I mean, I was out. Um, lots of trains last night. Good news. As soon as I got here and set up camp, set this all up, this isn't really something you would call quick down. It was a quick setup, but with all the two sleeping bags, all this, it would take me a minute or two to actually pack it up. But an IM it stopped. Like maybe that. I think that's probably what that guy over here was waiting for. He was just waiting to catch out. He knew he was going to stop. So yeah, he did stop and was there for a while. I could have easily caught on it. And anyway, so that's good news. I'm not in a hurry today. Today I'm gonna tonight though, or tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so I have to keep that in mind. But I do also need to try and get some of this editing done and get that other channel up and running. Well, by the time you watch this, it will be the channel. All right, guys. Good morning, y'all. And yeah, this was home sweet home for the night. Just a quick lean-to. Hey everyone, I'm gathering up all my clothes. I'm gonna do laundry today. I've been checking the weather. Luckily, you can see the sweatshirt I got and the sweatpants. They're all on sale because they're getting rid of their winter clothes. But I mean, this is late in the game, so they only had this to choose from. It wasn't like they had much. And then the sleeping bag's a big ass sleeping bag. Is thick and bulky and hard to carry around. It takes up my whole backpack. But that in combination with this one kept me warm last night. It was just barely above freezing last night. Also, I got a beanie. Everything came for around $50, like $52 or something, less than a hotel room. But I can't keep spending money like this, man. It's too much money. I know it's gearing up, and you have to do this when you're gearing up and trying to, acclimate to your new situation. But also just getting used to doing stuff like taking showers again, bucket showers. What a bucket's good for is you can wash your clothes in it. But today I'm going to just go to the laundromat, which is down the street, and do it that way. I picked up some Dawn soap, a small bottle. That's what I use to clean my bodies. And for the ones that are wondering, because I don't film everything, I don't film myself sleeping, but doesn't mean I'm not sleeping. So just because I don't film myself taking a bath doesn't mean I'm not taking a bath. And I'm only mentioning that because some people in comments do say, "Don't you ever take a bath?" Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I never fart either. You never see me farting on camera, right? All right, guys. That's it. I'm gonna hit the laundry, do some things. The weather calls for 3 o'clock this morning. I'm almost positive tonight. This morning is gonna rain, and it's gonna be back to the metric system. It's gonna be 38 degrees and 74% chance. All the way to looks like the percentage doesn't drop until about 7 a.m. So. That looks like I need to hunker down, throw this up, because it's just going to be above freezing. Ooh! Anyway, I guess that's where I'll cut it, because God just told me, okay, that's enough blabbing. Let's get going. All right, guys. That's the plan. Get some shit done today, and don't catch out tonight, because I don't want to be on the train while it's raining. Although I could try and run from the rain. That might cost me, so it's better just the rest of this week's looking okay. So just tonight, prepare for a miserable night. It won't be miserable if I get ready for it. All right, bye. I'm checking this area out. Although it's a drainage ditch. Try not to fall. I should have got my flashlight. Yeah, I thought it might open up. It doesn't. Oh well. So this is my little emergency shelter setup amongst the cottonwoods. Because of the freezing rain that's coming in tonight. Well, like really early in the morning, like 2 in the morning. I'm just realizing that crap tarp has to be replaced. First thing that happened is when I was trying to tie it off. I'm using bank line too, and I hate bank line because it unravels, it gets knotted up, it's not reusable. 550 is better. But this is all just making me realize how unprepared I am for bad weather. This is supposed to be going into summer, but up here higher north. Yeah, so anyway, there is a sportsman over there. I hate to keep throwing money at a situation, but the alternative is freezing to death. I need to replace the tarp. All right, this is Flagstaff. I'm just out here exploring my surroundings a little, not trying to get too far away from my backpack because I don't know, don't want my stuff to be taken by bush beaters. This is actually kind of what I was coming out to explore right here. This whole hillside from satellite view has it pretty well empty with a church on the very top, but it looks like the church on the very top is probably the only flat spot outside of this one right here. So there is a little plateau. It's the road, straight vertical, about 10-15 feet, and then a little plateau, and there is someone that is camped out right there, but it looks like the wind destroyed his tent or something. It could be just ditched, you know, I'm not sure. Some people just up and leave their stuff behind when they leave. Actually a lot of people do, so yeah. Anyway, I'm just looking around, exploring the area, seeing if there's anybody else really out here. I'm trying to avoid the other side over by Walmart. Is pretty congested with a lot of the home bums and the travelers, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just when you're around a bigger crowd of homeless people that you're not part of that crowd yet, there's a higher chance that your stuff can end up missing. So out here I'm a little more alone. Yeah, it looks like that flat plateau is pretty big. It's just the wind is whipping over that really hard. So I'm down here next to the tracks. And the possibility, look what the weather turned out, pretty good. Started sprinkling around 2 o'clock, but then outside of the wind, the sun feels good. All right, guys, this is all I'm doing. Flagstaff is a beautiful place. That's what I'm talking about, bush beaters. They're the people that when you set down your stuff in the bushes, they are hiding usually somewhere. See you put your stuff down, know where you're located, and then go grab your stuff. And yeah. So yeah, Looking just has alternative campground sites right now. This actually doesn't look that bad. This is now on the other side of the tracks. The tracks go over there. That could also just be something they ditched. They didn't want anymore. Track marks. It's a wash, of course. If it rains too hard, you will get flooded out. But it could be a dry spot for a little while. I got my tarp up anyway. It's stretched good enough where the wind can beat it a little bit. But like I said, the other little eyelets, the little metal eyelets will rip out eventually. Like the first one did. Okay, yeah, I'm way too far from my stuff. After seeing that, I better get back. Well, I rolled out of bed and it was still like this all day. There's the train going by. Get on that side. But we're still covered up with a lot of this, trying to basically, last night was hail and freezing rain basically. I had my lean-to set up with the lean-to with a little overhang. And I had to bang that free a few times so it wouldn't get weighted down with the frozen slush that was building up on top of it. This morning I packed up my stuff. The sleeping bag that I got from Walmart is just way too bulky. I'm gonna have to ditch that somewhere, but I need it right now to stay warm. The only alternative is a sports spot over there to try and get one but the thing is it's like, I don't want to spend $60. It's the only one that they had was decent. You know, that one's $20. It saved me from getting a hotel room. So it paid for itself. I'll just hand carry it onto the trains, and eventually when I get to warmer territory, I'll give it to a tramp or someone I see, or huck it in the dumpster. But yeah, that's what I'm working with right now, and it actually looks like it's going to be going in the same direction that I'm going. I'm going that way. But the train's been running strong and hard, and where I'm actually set up, I have found some tramp tags. So that means they're either catching out there or they're landing there. I saw the first night I set up, some people hopped off the train and wandered by my camp, so that's always a good sign. They just, the ones that did stop last night, it was in bad weather, and I didn't want to travel in bad weather. So right now, I'll take what I can get. If it stops and it's going that way, I'm getting on it, regardless of the weather. I'll deal with the weather as I go along. All right, guys, that's how it is, and that's my struggle.
This is the way you get around in Flagstaff, is you take all the tunnels. This one goes under the train. Then it goes onto some private property, but you're just cutting through. Don't loiter, and they don't care usually. I'm scraping a little. Hunched over, trying to walk. And we're there. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. I'm going to Walmart to get something to eat. Alright, coming out of Walmart, which cost me 20 bucks. I got enough food for the ride. Got a loaf of French bread, 2 little hot meals. These are actually the best bet right here. It's $1.49, but they're hot. You know, there's chimichangas and stuff. 2 cans of chili, and I got 2 salads, which are going to be my dinner too for tonight. Some cheese, jalapenos, garlic, which is my standard. And they said the cheapest way of trying to get food here is definitely going to Walmart and going to the grocery stores. So this was the parking lot a long time ago that has, you could probably still look up the documentary about living in the parking lot. Some of the people lived, I think, for 5 or 7 years right here in this parking lot. Yeah, look it up. Look up Walmart parking lot living, and the Flagstaff should come up. I'm not sure if they allow it anymore, honestly, but I mean, people got to the point where they're trying to run extension cords to the outside, electrical jacks and stuff to their cars and stuff, and there's like, nah, we're done with that. So I'm not sure how friendly they still are. Walmart used to have a policy where you could sleep in the parking lot, and yeah, Walmart's been getting stricter and stricter. So it's still a good place though. You know, it's Flagstaff in general. Flagstaff is pretty tolerant to their travelers that pass through. You know, it's a railroad town. So I mean, it's the area that people boondock and they travel through on train. So, and the Native Americans there, I mean, you know, they're cool, man. They're some of the best people to be around are the Native Americans. Like in Gallup, New Mexico is awesome. It's like 98% all Native Americans, and yeah, so Flagstaff is almost the same. All right, guys, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna mention this. This is the backside of Walmart. Right here, you see the open field. There's a stream that goes through. Everybody camps on that side. I'm not sure, but I think this side might be a bust. The tunnels that you take a shortcut to the other side of the freeway are right over there. That's where I came out the other day. Yeah, I see almost everybody strictly camping on that side of the stream. So not sure if it's a bust. I know some old train riders did actually stay out here and the cops came by, but that was because they were having a fire. So yeah, so between the stream and a fence that says no trespassing, there's a little bit of an open section. There's some people camping there and some people camping down that way. So that might be the safe side, as long as they're cool with you being in that area, you know. But me, I'm on that side of the tracks. As you can hear, every time I try and leave, it starts slush hailing on me, you know, like slushy rain with high winds and stuff. That's just hyperthermia waiting to kick in. So I'm hiding under my lean-to here. Luckily I was able to go pick up all the food and stuff and not get really that wet. And you know, if it went to full snow, it'd be nice. Snow is dry, but right now this is the wet slushy rain, and it is freezing right now. It is freaking cold. So yeah, and then the wind's just whipping. So there's no possible way, even if the train did stop, that I'd want to hop on it, because I'd die of hyperthermia within just hours, you know. So anyway, hopefully this will all ease up. This was only supposed to be during the morning time. It wasn't supposed to be all day, you know, at like 3 or 4 in the morning. But anyway, at least I have this set up and it'll keep me dry for now. So That's how it rolls. This is the hobo life. There, hit that one. Salad, ranch dressing, crackers on top, garlic. I chipped up some garlic, some jalapenos, threw it in there, and some French bread. And this is lunch. I got chili for the dinner. I bought 2 cans of chili, not realizing I still had 2 cans, so I'm set on the chili. I got food for at least 2 more days in my bucket. Hey everyone, I came out to the Purina Dog Food Company. Right back there is the Purina Dog Food Company. That's the proper way to catch out here in Flagstaff. I was talking to 2 train riders that I saw over at Walmart. They informed me the easiest way out is the Purina. So I took a bus over here, $1.25. It's about 5 kilometers outside of the Walmart side of Flagstaff. Flagstaff's kind of broken up into 2 sections. The historic Flagstaff, where you get more of the yuppie bars and restaurants and stuff, and then the Flagstaff, and then the Walmart side, which is where most of the travelers hang out. Anyway, yeah, they informed me come over to the Purina Dog Food Company and catch out there. So that's what I'm here for. Anyway, I'm going to take from the bus stop right around here and just see how the trains are riding. All right, I made it to the Purina. There's the Purina right there. It looks like there's spots. There's like a road here. I talked to a home bum here, and he told me they all stop down here. You could already see. This is stopped. There's no rides on that one though. Plus, I don't know which direction it is. I haven't gone down there. So, let me get all my stuff. Pick up my stuff here. Get my waters. Get my bucket. And we're ready to go. Now I'm going to go down farther, even though this looked like a nice little spot to kind of kick back and hide. We're too close to the throat of this yard. The throat of the yard right there at the bridge. I'm going down farther. I dropped my stuff just for a second and kind of scoped it out. And yeah. Now it's more or less just a sitting and a waiting game. Yeah. Hey, look at that. A ground score. I just cleaned it up and sharpened it up. And yeah, Smith & Wesson. Not bad. I mean, I know Smith & Wesson sold out to Walmart. I don't see their knives being carried in Walmart anymore, but you could for a while. And that was lying on the ground. Nice little handy little knife with, let's see, after it's all folded up, nice little pocket one with, it looks like a can opener at the end. Perfect. That's awesome. Ground score. Finding things of value or use on the ground. That's the ground score. All right. Yeah, I was just cleaning up the camp a little and found it. It's a meal for a king. So that's another eastbound train, just going all the way through. Haven't had anything actually stop. So I cleaned up a lot of the home bum trash that was around here, and I built up a wall here, a wind wall, because the wind is kind of high, and yeah, I'm kind of sprawled out. I'm not on my mat because I don't want to get so strung out that, you know, it takes me forever to actually get packed back up, because I don't want to miss anything that stops. But if I do, you know, this sleeping bag is keeping me warm. So yeah, so, and it's not that bad of a spot. Oh no, see. All right guys, that's it.